Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Holt and this is News 4 Now for Thursday, February 7th. First up, we'll talk about the weather. Showers will be moving into the area around midnight. They're expected to clear out tomorrow morning. We have highs stretching into the 50s. And now to your news. We now know the name of a woman whose body was found in a suitcase near a road in Greenwich, Connecticut. Valerie Reyes was identified by family members today. The 24-year-old's body found on Tuesday about 12 miles away from her home in New Rochelle. No arrests have been made in the case. Reyes' mother says her daughter struggled with mental health issues. She said one of the last times she talked to her daughter, she said she was worried someone was going to hurt her.
The only clue was that she was just paranoid and just fearing for her life.
In a courtroom in New Jersey, jurors heard a recorded confession from the man accused of killing 19-year-old Sarah Stern, and we want to warn you, what you're about to hear may be disturbing.
And it took me a half an hour to kill her. I thought I was going to be able to choke her out and have her out in like a couple minutes. I choked her out, and then she was just laying there having a seizure or something. So then I got a shirt and I just shoved it down her throat so she wouldn't throw up or anything, and held my finger over her nose.
Liam McAtasney's longtime friend Anthony Curry helped police get that confession after Stern disappeared 2 years ago. Detectives claim he also presented evidence suggesting McAtasney may have killed her. McAtasney, who's pleaded not guilty, was seen at times crying while that videotape played in court. In another courthouse in Brooklyn, the jury deciding the fate of alleged drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman closed out the week without a verdict. El Chapo is accused of running Mexico's notorious Sinaloa cartel. 14 witnesses testified in the case. The defense claims they're just making him a scapegoat for their own crimes. And there was a bit of excitement in the courtroom today. A man claiming to be a family member of Guzman was arrested for several outstanding warrants. Those jurors will reconvene on Monday. Peppermint oil is being blamed for triggering the evacuation of a school in New Jersey this morning. Firefighters were called to Patterson School 10 after several students and teachers reported the strong odor in a basement classroom. That odor was traced to several small containers of the oil. One teacher had to be taken to the hospital to be checked out for a headache. Finally, fixing the subways. Governor Andrew Cuomo gave lawmakers two options today: congestion pricing or a big fare and toll hike. The governor made that ultimatum today while laying out a plan to pay for much-needed subway repairs. The MTA says the congestion pricing could produce $15 billion in revenue. Without it, fares and tolls would have to rise by 27%, bringing the price of a MetroCard swipe to $3.50.
It's A or B because there is no C.
That's going to be all for tonight, but keep on watching to see how one boy in New Jersey got a superhero celebration. And a small programming note to tell you about. News 4 Now will be off tomorrow, but we'll see you right back here on Monday. I'm Stephen Holt. Thanks for checking in.
Seeing his own face in his big sister's smartphone, ordinary to most, but remarkable to 9-year-old Samau. Until a few weeks ago, this was the face he saw in the mirror. He was born with a rare craniofacial cleft condition that not only drew stares and comments from strangers.
I'm going to be honest, sometimes if we would go to the park and I would see a lot of kids, I would always kind of be afraid of how they would react.
But was physically debilitating as well.
His orbits and eyes were too far apart, and that they were also on a different plane horizontally. With the left eye looking straight, the right eye would look to the right, and when the right eye looked straight, the left eye would look to the left.
He literally could not see straight, and wearing a patch was causing vision loss in his right eye. His breathing, another issue.
He wouldn't breathe through his nose, especially during the night. The brain wasn't getting enough oxygen, and that would make him, he couldn't concentrate during the day. He had a harder time to learn.
That chance meeting in a coffee shop changed the trajectory of this little boy's life and brought him to Cohen Children's Medical Center, where a team of doctors reconstructed his face in a complicated 6-hour surgery.
What I did was open up the skull in this general region right here, move the brain backwards to allow access to the base of the skull and the orbits that surround the eyeballs.
And then we were able to bring his two halves of his face together, thus the facial bipartition, in order to correct the orbits and correct the eye position.
And look at him now.
I feel better. I can see better. I feel excited to go to school.
Well, school hardly as exciting as a visit from one of his favorite superheroes, Flash, facing all the cameras head on.
Scared with all the cameras, right?
He actually feels good about himself. Like he says, now he's handsome.